New York City, Carlos Andres Gomez.
The man's words to me are not offered, but flung. So, what are you? Where are you from? I say, New York. But your name is Carlos. I mean, where are you really from? I say, New York. Bueno, yo soy Latino. Mi padre es colombiano. Mi madre es estadounidense. Nací in New York City. I lived in 4 countries, moved 12 times, went to 12 schools before I graduated high school. Is not what I would say in 12,341 years because I don't know a damn thing to anyone. What am I? What am I? A financial aid form? A vegan red velvet cupcake recipe? Dude discovers his first Latino with green eyes and suddenly appoints himself the authority on Latinidad. Like, but you totally don't look Mexican. Oh, Colombian. But like, what percentage are you? Do you speak it though? Fluently? Dance salsa? Well, oh, but not both parents. You've been there, but not lived there. So you weren't born there. Yeah. I'm not a government questionnaire. I'm not an anecdote for your homogenous social gathering of your homogenous friends. I know everyone you hang out with looks like you, has a name you are able to pronounce and or share and or sounds pulled directly from an episode of Leave It to Beaver. Here's the deal. Latin America is not just Mexico. Actually pronounced Mexico, pero whatever. Central America is not part of South America, and Mexican is still not a language. The question, where are you from in our current America, is a slur disguised with a question mark. A passive-aggressive microaggression saying you are other, saying you are not from here, saying you are not, nor will ever be, one of us, saying go back to where you came from. But I am from a place beyond place. A place where once you're from there, you can never leave. Because it exists beyond dirt and flesh, beyond your linear and limited concept of time. I am from bloodlines unkillable as water. I am the return that is only earned when absence has stretched its gritty void across a passage as stoic and sacred as Nabuela's hard-edged love. I am my black and Latina daughter's grace. Chimered into the cobalt pulse of these once too often fists. I am a boy without a word of English in his mouth, in a Catholic school classroom in South Florida, his son on a stage 60 years later in Denver, Colorado, at the Mercury Cafe tonight reading this poem for him. I am the steady ray of light, unlocking my mother's teeth, tossed skyward in a laugh. What hard-earned joy looks like carved from the wreckage of a lifetime's worth of grief. You are not ready for the answers to the questions you ask, not ready for the worlds these words might shake free. You could never understand what I am or where I am from. You are everything, the only thing. If only everyone on this earth could feel this, you are a bowl of Captain Crunch cereal that won't end, and I'm 4. In a bright red onesie with a butt flap in the back. It's a Saturday morning at 7 o'clock sharp, and Transformers is on. Followed by Fraggle Rock, followed by the Thundercats. You are that feeling of me walking out of that middle school dance after kissing Natasha Bradbury. That's right. Natasha Bradbury, the older 8th grade woman. And all of my 7th grade friends and hers were watching. You were a hidden bucket of quarters in my glove compartment as I realized the parking meter is broken. The street sweeper only comes yesterday, and the traffic cop is drunk, toasting me from the bar across the street. You are a Scantron final exam in statistics that's already been filled in with a number 2 pencil and just got handed to me by my professor, who winks and says, "It's senior spring, Carlos. You earned it. Now get at it." You are Batman, trick-or-treating with me in the 2nd grade. The 3rd Halloween in a row, I wore the bat suit. You are every single slap bracelet ever made in a box on my front steps. And a Willy Wonka chocolate factory in my backyard. You are no wait time. On the tarmac at LaGuardia, 84 degrees with clear skies and a slip and slide, ready to go open road on the Autobahn in a brand new Lamborghini Murcielago. You're waking up from a dream to see Michelangelo painting the ceiling of my room for me. You are ozone pulled back together with light like a set of curtains on Broadway, an AK-47 magically turned into plastic. A super soaker filled with Kool-Aid. You are prisons. Prisons transformed into gingerbread houses. Life made into a big game of cops and robbers, and someone just yelled, "Switch!" You are landmines. Landmines made into goodie bags filled to the brim with fresh fruit and blow pops, bombs that all blow up in the sky as fireworks like Christmas tree ornaments decorating the night. You are earthquake-ravaged land in Haiti. Turned to Nerf blocks and moon-bounce floors that leave victims only laughing in stitches. Politicians in army fatigues, ready to take over the front lines in Iraq, so that all the troops can come home to their families. You are life decisions that can be reset, like a video game when they're wrong. Only saved when you want them to. You are that first violin note in Beethoven's head that became his Ninth Symphony. An opus his ears never knew because they were deaf, but a song he still knew by heart in his chest. Baby, you make me a giddy kid again each time I see you. This feeling you give me would make a child of anyone if only everyone on this earth could feel your light. There would be nothing left to hate or fight, and only room left inside of them to celebrate this life. Their high school principal told me I couldn't teach poetry with profanity, so I asked my students, raise your hand if you've heard of the Holocaust. In unison, their arms rose up like poisonous gas and straightened out like an SS infantry. Okay, please put your hands down. Now raise your hand if you've heard of the Rwandan genocide. Blank stares, mixed with curious ignorance, a quivering hand out of the crowd, halfway raised like a lone survivor struggling to stand up in Kigali. Loose. Are you sure about that? No. That's what I thought. Carlos, what's genocide? They won't let you hear the truth at school if that person says fuck.
Can't even talk about fuck even though a third of their senior class is pregnant. I can't teach an 18-year-old girl in a public school how to use a condom that will save her life, and that if the orphan she'll be forced to give it to the foster care system. Carlos, how many 13-year-olds do you know that are HIV positive? Honestly, none. But I do visit a shelter every Monday and talk with 6 12-year-old girls with diagnosed AIDS, while 4th graders 3 blocks away get little boys blowjobs during recess, and an 11-year-old gang member in the South Bronx who carries a semi-automatic weapon in study hall so we can make it home. And you want me to censor my language, Carlos? What's genocide?
Your books leave out Emmett Till and Medgar Evers. Call themselves world history and don't mention King Leopold or diamond mines. Call themselves politics in the modern world and don't mention apartheid. Carlos, what's genocide? You wonder why children hide in adult bodies, lie under light color eye contact lenses, learn to fetishize the size of their ass and simultaneously hate their lips. My students thought Che Guevara was a rapper from East Harlem. Still think my Mumia t-shirt is of Bob Marley. How can literacy not include Phyllis Wheatley? Schools were built in the shadows of ghosts, filtered through incest and grinding teeth, molded under veils and extravagant ritual. Carlos, what's genocide? Rosaline, how old was she?
¿Cuántos años tuvo tu madre cuando se murió? My mother had 32 years when she died. Ella era bellísima. Was genocide. They've moved on from sterilizing Boricua women, injecting indigenous sisters with hepatitis B. Now they just kill mothers with silent poison, stain their loyalty and love in the veins, and suffocate them. What's genocide?
Ridwan's father hung himself in the box because he thought his son was ashamed of him. What's genocide?
Maureen's mother gave her skin lightening cream the day before she started the 6th grade. What's genocide?
She carved straight lines into her beautiful brown thighs so she can remember what it feels like to heal. What's genocide? What's genocide? Carlos, what's genocide? Los.
This right here is genocide.